Hey guys. Hi guys. So this week, this week, we'll be doing a review. I'll be doing a review of how do you get ready for things. But I just remembered the other week, I talked about how do you get ready for things. But this time I'm doing a review of that. Okay, we're doing a review of how do you get ready for things. So how do you get ready for things? You just get ready faster. And you do things before, right? And you have to get ready before when the young investors, when it comes on. You just get ready before it's 4 o'clock, right? Yeah, like doing something in the kitchen, right? Or work outside, right? Yeah. Can you work outside faster? Yeah. Oh, and diagrams too. Yes. Can you do things faster before your grandma's taking you home? You do it faster, right? Yeah. If you want to go home, do it faster. It's like Apple TV. If you have Apple TV, you do things faster, right? Yeah. You have to do things fast, right? Yeah. Oh, so on Thursdays, on every Thursdays, you're doing 2 days, 2 days on Thursdays, you'll be doing 2 days. Swimming lessons, and then KW have. In your swimming lessons, you are too slow going out of the pool. Can you get out of the pool faster? If you want to go to the KW have, you get out of the pool faster, right? You see the times. When you see the time on a clock on your swimming lessons, so it's 25 after 5. And you say this to your swimming teacher, and you say, oh, I have to get out of the pool at this time. And your swimming teacher knows it, right? Yeah. Your swimming teacher, she knows, right? She already knows, right? Yeah. You know what time you get out of the pool, right? And you know what time you get into the pool, right? Yeah. Oh, and I'm going to the KW today. So I'm doing my budget. Yeah. This week. Can you oh this is how you get rid of things. So if you go to a program and it's called Lighthouse. So say if you have a grandma and your grandma picks you up at 3 o'clock and your grandma's gonna get you at 3 o'clock. But you have to get ready at 10 to 3, right? Yeah. But your grandma is already at the lighthouse at 5 to 3. But you have to get ready at 10 to 3, right? Yeah. Oh, speaking of how you get rid of things, you should get rid of faster. When your grandma is coming to get you, from the lighthouse, you get ready faster, right? You don't make your grandma wait for you. You don't. You see, my grandma. So at the lighthouse where my grandma is coming to get me, and I'm getting ready to go home. And my grandma does this. That means fast, right? Oh, you don't see what you mean. So you are at the lighthouse. You are at the lighthouse. So it's okay. Snack time. Snack time is around 2ish, or 2:30ish, and it's snack time, right? And one of the staff members' name is Kyle, and he says, "Okay, 5 minutes." And then you say, "What do you mean?" You know what he means. You don't say, "What do you mean?" When he says to you, 5 minutes, a break, and then you say, "What do you mean?" You know what Kyle means. Then he said, "Oh, it's 5 minute warning." Yeah. Kyle from the lighthouse. He's funny. He's a jokester. Oh, I work. So if you're working at MSK and your grandma is going to get you at 1 o'clock, but your grandma is already there. Your grandma is already at MSK at 5:01. But you have to get ready at 10:01, right? Yeah. you can't be fast with things. And it doesn't matter in the mornings or afternoons. Right? You oh how do you get things? Or kung fu. So you are going to kung fu. You are going to kung fu occasional kicks, and you have to get your uniform on. So how you give everything right? Yeah. Or can you do it faster? Can you get your uniform on? You do it faster, right? Because you don't want you because you don't want to miss class, right? Yeah. Oh, that's how to get rid of things. So I kung fu, I kitchen kicks. When you see food, ask everybody to go back to the floor. You have to get your board stuff fast, right? Yeah. And you don't, oh, less talking, more doing, right? It's like lighthouse. Other lighthouse, less talking, more doing, right? You, oh, oh, if you want to watch, if you really want to watch Leon Vasquez, you do things faster, right? Yeah. You have to do some, you have, you have to catch it up to do, right? Oh, so your dad is working upstairs. So your dad is upstairs working, right? And you are downstairs and you do whatever you want downstairs, right? And your dad is getting mad and your dad is yelling at his work, right? But your dad is not mad at you. No, but he's mad at his work, right? Yeah. But you don't make noises. You don't. You don't make whining and groaning. You don't make whining and groaning noises before your dad is done to yell. You make noises. I'm doing this. You don't. You don't make noises. When your dad is going to yell at his work, you don't make noises. And you don't make grunty noises by doing this. That sounds that you don't want to do things. Right? So let's say you do one of the classes on Zoom. So let's say you do your martial artist. You do martial artist on Zoom. And in your martial artist on Zoom, we're doing Sinwali. And you make grunty noises. We're doing one of these. That sounds you don't want to do Sinwali. You don't make grunty noises. That sounds so you don't want to do things. Right? Oh, in at the lighthouse. At the lighthouse, you don't make grunty noises. You don't. That sounds that you don't want to sit down and wait until your name's called to wash hands for lunch. Right? Yeah. You don't do this. Weird. Oh. It's weird. So at MSK, and you see a patient. No, so you are at MSK, and when a patient is talking to you, and you make weird faces, it's weird. Oh, so in that summer, and you are at a cottage in summer with your mom and your grandma and your aunt, and you say this to your grandma. You say this to your grandma, and you say, "When is the weekend?" You know when the weekend is, right? Yeah. You know when Saturday is, right? I think you say this to your grandma, and you say, "Oh, it's almost Friday." You don't keep on saying that, right? At the cottage, right? In the middle of Thursday, you don't say it's Friday, right? And you don't take pictures of real things. You know, it's weird. You just take a picture of one of your movies. That's weird. And you don't take pictures of one of your diary of wicked books. You don't take a picture of that. That's weird. Oh, this is not how you talk to your mom. You say, "Oh, I read one of my wimpy kid books." Can you say the whole entire sentence to your mom? Can you say, "Oh, I read one of my diary of a wimpy kid books"? You don't say, "Oh, I read one of my wimpy kid books." It's diary of a wimpy kid, right? You don't say wimpy kid. That is not how I talk to your mom, right? It's diary of a wimpy kid. It's not wimpy kid, right? That's not how I talk to people, right? Yeah. But don't say, silly. Oh, I use swimming lessons. Don't be silly. Don't be so silly. I use swimming lessons. You don't go like this. I'm feeling today. Silly. What's I kung fu, and you do that at kung fu. I catch no kicks. No, that's silly. Being silly. Oh, I do guitar. I do guitar, and I do songs. I do songs on my guitar now. So this song is called Die With A Smile, and it's by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. Yeah, Die With A Smile, that's the song, yeah. It's pretty cool. And I do another song, it's by Brad. Yeah, the song's called Guitar Man by Brad. Yeah. Oh, can you eat your breakfast fast? So if you go to a program and it's called Lighthouse, can you eat your breakfast fast before 7:40? Yeah. No, if you want to get ready for the day at 7:40, at 7:40 in the morning, can you eat your breakfast fast? But I'm slow sometimes. Yeah. Oh, this about this week. So in the summer, And I'm at a cottage in the summer with my mom and my grandma and my aunt. So it's in the mornings. It's in the mornings. When I get dressed, when I get fully dressed in the morning, my aunt is still in the bathroom. Yes, she is. And she has to take time in the bathroom at the cottage. Can you do it faster? Yeah, my aunt Ham. She's becoming slow at the cottage. At your cottage, can you do faster? Yeah. Oh, so at the cottage, when you go swimming on the beach at your cottage, when you're being swimming on faster, right? Yeah. You have to go back to your cottage around 3 this year because the university does at 4. You have to get back to the cottage around 3ish or 5 after 3, right? Yeah. Or quarter to 3. Right? When you don't take time in the shower, you don't. Can you have a shower faster at the cottage? No. When you get back to the cottage, you have a shower faster, right? Yeah. And then get your clothes on. Yeah. Faster, right? And you get your beers faster too. Oh, at the cottage, I had a beer. At the cottage, I have a beer when I'm watching the universities at the cottage. Yes. I I always have a beer. Yeah. Beer time is at 4. Beer. It's like Fox News, right? Oh, can you use the names on the Fox News? Can you say, oh, Donald Trump is on? You don't say what's his face. It's rude. Use the names. Like, oh, Donald Trump is on. Can you say that? You don't say what's his face. It's rude. Can you say, oh, Donald Trump is on? Or Joe Biden is on? Or Barack Obama? Or Barack Obama's wife? Or Donald Trump's wife? Or Kamala Harris? Or Garfield? Right? Can you say that? You don't. It was his face. It's rude. Why you don't take pictures of yourself? You know, silly. Being silly. cottage, and I'm at the beach with my mom, and my grandma, and my grandma, she takes a picture. My grandma, she takes a picture of me and my mom on the beach. And then apparently she takes a picture of herself. Yeah. Oh, it's rude. You go to a day program, and it's called Lighthouse. Lighthouse. And someone has a birthday, right? Someone has a birthday. And when you first get in there, when you first get into the lighthouse, when you first get there, and you go up to Heather and you say, and you're being rude, and you say in this tone, do you know whose birthday is today? And that sounds sort of rude. Like, do you know whose birthday is today? You don't sound like that. That's rude. And you are the first ones there, and you say, oh, do you know who has a birthday today? Rude. So I just remembered it was 2024. It was in May. It was in May 6th. And my Aunt Tam, she has a birthday in May 6th. My Aunt Tam. She has a birthday on May 6th. And I just remembered I was talking to my Aunt Tam on my phone. And my Aunt Tam, she says like this. Do you know what day is today? Do you know who birthday is today? Yeah. Just remember that. Back to this week's how to get rid of things. Or a review of how to get rid of things. Oh, and you do things before when your dad is coming downstairs. That's being sneaky, right? Being sneaky. Can you do things if you feel like doing things? Like doing a puzzle or watch TV or watch a movie on DVD, right? Or watch something on Tubi. Well, if you, well, that's a network on the TV. Oh, can you get rid of a bed faster? Can you get rid of a day? Can you get ready for the day in the mornings faster? Oh, you are at the dentist appointment. So this is how you get rid of things. You have to. So you are going to the dentist appointment, and you have to brush your teeth dentist appointment. It's how you keep your things, right? Yeah. Or your grandma has to take you to the dentist appointment. Yeah. Your grandma will, right? Just sometimes. Oh, and you don't let people repeat themselves. So I kung fu. I catch no kicks. And when Sensei can tells everybody, okay, so we just did the whole entire karate kata with Sensei Ken, right? And you have to practice the karate kata on your own. And when Sensei Ken tells everybody to practice the karate kata on your own, and then you say what, and then you say what, and then you say it again. You have to repeat it. You don't let people repeat themselves, right? Yeah. It's like your push-ups, right? Yeah. It's like your Oma. So your Oma and your Oma lives in a retirement home, and you see your Oma. You are going to see your Oma at this retirement home, and you're going to see your Oma. And your Oma tells you, okay, I want you to get a German cookie for you. No, I want you. Can you get a? She says to you, you can get a German cookie yourself. No. She wants you to get a German cookie so you can eat German cookies. And then you say, what? And then she has to say it again. It's repeated. You don't let people repeat themselves, right? And when your Oma tells you, when your Oma tells you to, do you want to go to exercise, to the exercise room? And then you say, what? And then she has to say it again. Yeah, it's repeated. You don't let people repeat themselves. And MSK, you don't let people repeat themselves at MSK. You don't. By saying when people from MSK they say to you, "Oh, how's your Christmas?" and then you say, "What?" and then they say it again. It's repeated. It was 5 after 10 in the morning. Oh, camera time of the insight. faster at work and lighthouse. You're doing it faster. Oh, if you want to have lunch, if you want to have lunch at the lighthouse, you do it faster, and you don't take your time to wash your hands for lunch. You don't. What's this? Taking your time to wash your hands for lunch. Can you do this? Wait, don't go like this. Silly, being silly. Is that how you wash your hands for lunch at the lighthouse? Do go like this. Silly. Being silly. Is that how you do it faster? Silly. You let the cold air in. You don't. You don't let the cold air in. Can you go into the lighthouse faster? You let the cold air in. Right? When someone is opening the door for you, and when you get back to the lighthouse from your work placement, and your work placement is at Edelweiss. Edelweiss. This restaurant is called Edelweiss. And when you get to the lighthouse, when you get back to the lighthouse, and someone is opening the door for you, and you walk into the lighthouse slow. You let the cold air in. You let the cold air in. Please walk into the lighthouse faster. Right? Oh, so at the lighthouse, when someone is opening the door for you, you say thank you. Oh, remember this. One class, one spirit. Can you count for the whole class? Can you count 1 to 10? Can you be in slow motion when you count? Yeah. Oh, this is not how you count. What's in 1? Okay, what's after 1? Oh, 2. What's after 2? Oh, 3. What's after 3? Oh, 4. What's after 4? Oh, 5. You don't count like that. You don't. Silly. I Kung Fu. Silly. Being silly. So I just remembered when I was in middle school. When I was in middle school, and my middle school was West Heights. And we were doing some counting. So everybody in my class, I was heights when I was in middle school. We did some counting, and we have to find the numbers. We have to find numbers in counting. And I was busted. And I was in my teacher from middle school, her name is Miss Galpin, and she says to everybody, put your head down. And she has to put the numbers, check the numbers so we can find the numbers. And I was peeking. Yeah, I was peeking. And my teacher comes up to me and say, you're busted. Yeah, because I was peeking. You don't peek. Yeah. Well, first of all, you don't peek. You don't. And oh, you have to drink lots of water. Hydration. Oh, at your swimming lessons, your swimmer teacher, they'll show you once and then you do it, right? Yeah, at your swimming lessons, right? But you don't go like, you don't go like this. Oh. You don't do that, silly. And you don't touch your bums at your swimming lessons. You don't. You don't. Oh. Oh, I will be doing like a mix. I will be doing like a mix. What does it mean to be lazy? So we're going to do like a mix from what does it mean to be lazy. So being lazy is when you cannot do things for yourself. So other people have to do it for you. That's lazy, right? So you are at your swimming lessons. You are at your swimming lessons. And you have to find the wins. So your swimming teacher has wins. And your swimming teacher puts the wings underneath the water so you can find the wings. And you are being lazy and you let your swimming teacher find the wings for you. It's lazy. Can you find the wings yourself? Oh, you don't let your swimming teacher push you. That means do faster, right? Oh, you are at the KW Hub at Ottawa, and you are going to the KW Hub, and you are going to the KW Hub, and your mom wants you to get a water bottle with you, and you're being lazy, and you let your mom get your water bottle for you. It's lazy. Can you get your water bottle yourself? Yeah, it's lazy. Oh, do you know what else is lazy? Do you know what else is being lazy? You sound like this. Ready. So, at the lighthouse, so it's chores time. So you have to make a line like this, this way. You make a line this way, and you sit down. A line this way. So it's chores time, right? So you have to put the chairs in the middle of the floor. No, in the middle of the line. You make a line. You put the chairs in one big line, and you sit down on a chair. And one of the staff members' name is Heather, and Heather says to you, and Heather, so it's chores time, right? And Heather is saying to everybody, "Are you ready?" And you being lazy, and you sound like this. Ready. You sound like this. Ready. Can you sound like that? Can you put some effort into it? When Heather says to when Heather is saying to everybody, "Are you ready?" You don't sound like this. Ready. You sound like this. Ready. Right? But you don't have to be told to say ready. You just say ready, right? Yeah, you don't have to be told to do that. You don't have to be told to do that. It's going to do that. Oh, this is a routine. Do you know what a routine is? So, at the lighthouse, you know the routine is for chores. So, you have to make a big line. So, you have to put the chairs in one big line, and you sit on a chair. And says, Heather says to everybody, and she says, "Are you ready?" And then everybody says, "Ready." and then Heather is calling your name, and Heather is calling your name to the chores that you've been doing, right? And Heather says to Heather is calling everybody's names to get a cloth, right? And then you start doing your job, right? That's the routine, right? Yeah. Then the routine is you don't sound like this. Ready. You sound like this. Ready. If it's lazy.